I'm not usually nervous. You know me, I'll sing and move you away, but I'm really nervous.
Kathy, don't be.
No, this is emotional, this is emotional. The wonderful Louise Abbott has helped me out with this, and I thank you so much because it is wonderful. Excuse me if I get emotional, I will have to hand over to my chiefie, because you can see I'm shaking, it's emotional. Anyway, I'll go for it, okay?
You go, girl.
This is dedicated to you.
Nobody look.
Today has been quite simply Reem, the perfect wedding of my dreams. Just like a classic fairy tale with princess bride and handsome male. That started once upon a time, but took much longer than this rhyme. For instead of riding on a steed, Phil didn't see the need for speed. So chose instead a sluggish pace, but slow and steady won this race. Just like the tortoise and the hare, eventually my prince got there. And after only 17 years or so, I finally backed myself a beau. That's boyfriend for any of you that don't know. Right. And green means amazing. Sorry, just a little bit of a conversion. So, for those of you who do not know, I met Phil many years ago. And though he seemed like love's young dream, at first I wasn't quite so keen. For little boys with dirty knees love nothing better than to tease the little sister of their friends with bits of frogs and insect ends. So when playing with my brothers, Phil was mean to me to impress the others. A shocking fact, but one that's true. Luckily Neil wasn't quite like you. And although I may have been a pest, back then I liked your brother best. Unfortunately, to my dismay, your family up and moved away. And in the time that passed between, I turned into a giggling teen. Until one day, right there out of the blue, in my kitchen, there stood you. In designer clobber, you were dressed, and I was seriously impressed. My heart beat faster and gave a skip as I eyed up this handsome pip. Nightclubs beckoned when I hit 16, and you would call me the dancing queen. As I threw some shapes, shook and twirled, trying my best to pout and flirt. For you drove a flash Mercedes-Benz, had a mobile phone to call your friends, and this was when they were unique, the size of a brick, but oh so chic. At Maris Bridge bonfire in '96, we shared a sneaky little kiss, and knowing I liked you lots already, you asked me if we could go steady. At first we chose to keep it hush, a secret love can be quite lush. An exciting clandestine romance, canoodling when we had the chance, until one night in Blackburn town, in Club Euro, we were getting down. Yeah. And as the dance floor filled with smoke, I seized the chance and kissed my bloke. But the smoke was just a misty fog, so everybody saw us nog. Exposed upon the lit dance floor, our love wasn't a secret anymore. But knowing then how real love feels, that both of us fell head over heels. Then the worst day I have ever known, a dreadful call upon my phone, telling me that you'd been hurt in the garage where you worked. I didn't think you'd come to harm, I thought maybe just a broken arm, but I was sick right to my core, totally unprepared for what I saw. An air ambulance was standing by, paramedics at work when I arrived. A car had fallen and you'd been crushed. To the hospital you were rushed. Knowing there was nothing I could do, my heart was literally broken in two. And I've never felt so terrified, helpless, and alone I cried. But at that moment I knew for sure I would never love anybody more. You spent the following weeks in Preston Royal, your strength and courage staying loyal, and I could only watch and admire as you came back right from the wire. And I'm truly thankful every day that you are stubborn in every way, because eventually you pulled through and I finally got my fill back too. Although that time was desperately sad, the good times far outweigh the bad. And if I were named to name the very best, the three gorgeous girls which we were blessed. First our beautiful, charming Jess, Our budding fashionista, no less. With her daddy's stunning big brown eyes, she is sensitive and very wise. An entrepreneur for you to train. She also has your business brain, which she puts to maximum effect, running at school a black marquette. Yes. I remember clearly when Jazz was born, the midwife giving praise galore, but she ignored my glorious birthing clout, hailing you instead for not passing out. Then stunning Lucy came along, small but feisty, very strong, and our adorable little boo is just like Daddy through and through. At one with nature, climbing trees, she's always has quite dirty knees. Running free and scaling logs, she loves to capture crabs and frogs. An affectionate and loving friend, she really is the perfect blend. Not long now, guys. Finally, Darcy, cute as pie, the apple of her daddy's eye, who has you round her finger twirled. She's definitely a girly girl who loves to shop, so you should fear for maintaining her passion in future years. Will certainly cost a bob or two, hair and makeup, nails too. And just like Daddy, she's so strong-willed, so remember that when you're getting billed. This bride has waited such a long time, but at last I get to call you mine. I want to thank you for keeping me safe, my one and only true soulmate. You work so hard to give us all we need. You never give up and always succeed. I feel protected and loved by you. There is nothing that you wouldn't do. Your little girls are filled with pride, and they adore their daddy, so do I. And I stand here with the love of my life, proud to finally be called your wife. Thank you. And you can eat now. Thank you everyone, thanks so much for coming. You all look amazing.